healthcare technology into accessible, user-focused content. He's a very versatile content creator. He creates a wide range of documentation, user guides, API docs, release notes, and many more things. And he uses tools like MadCap and web technology such as HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. He also advocates for engaging help experiences and he's passionate about modern documentation design, implements features like dark mode, interactive layouts, and responsive design to make technical content both useful and enjoyable. I welcome Chetan Shori to this webinar. Over to you, Chetan.
Thank you, Preeti. That was a very good introduction. I'm excited to see like a lot of participants already joined, and I'll share my screen so that we can get started.
Chetan, would it be possible to switch on your video?
Yeah, sure. I thought I did somehow.
Yeah, thank you.
Is it visible? Okay, great. All right. So I have shared my screen. Okay, it is visible, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. So today's topic is about enhancing health centers with interactive and modern UI using Flair. So before we dive into this world of MadCap Flair, or like I would like to get a quick sense of the audience in the room. Like uh, Preeti, can you post one post? I mean, poll.
Yeah, sure.
So Chetan, you can see in the chat probably the poll result.
Okay. That sounds good. Like so far we have got 17 responses and most of them are yes, 80%. Okay, don't worry if you have not used the tool. You might be using some other tools like FrameMaker or some other tools, so it's fine. So now, can we have the second poll as well? Thank you. Okay, it could. It is good to see that like a lot of people have worked on style sheets, master pages. Okay, so today's session will be mostly focused on these things. We'll focus on style sheets, we'll focus on master pages, we'll focus on how you can create global templates. So in today's session, we'll explore how to create reusable components in Flair to help your documentation be exclusive, like visually attractive and structured as well. So you don't need expert level deep coding skills, just a dash of CSS, a sprinkle of HTML, and a pinch of JavaScript, and you can make your output look good. And if you know how to copy paste, you are halfway there already. So, all right. So we'll start with our introduction, our agenda first. So before we start with agenda, as Preeti has already provided some introduction, I'll start with my way of introduction. So my name is Chetan. I like to call myself as a techno artist. By weekdays, I wear my senior technical writer hat, at Edifex, and I decode complex information for products into clear documentation for online help systems, user guides, docs, and installation manuals. By the weekends, I swap my keyboard for a paintbrush. I like to paint. I like to paint, and I like to sketch, hiking. I also like to binge Bollywood movies, anime classics, and I love to spend quality time with my family as well. So this was my introduction. Now you might even catch traces of my hobbies in this presentation. Consider them like a creative watermark, you can say. Now here's what we'll explore today in the agenda. So the first thing is like why the shift from static to dynamic content is a game changer for documentation. We'll discuss about that. We'll have some introduction. Then we'll have features that transform help docs like dark mode, tabbed layout, tiles, pop-ups, styling codes. So all of this will be followed by a demo and a discussion so that you can get familiar with how we can implement it in Flare. And it's not about Flare. It's like any tool that you're using for online help documentation. So to wrap it up, a quick session will be there at the end, and there will be some tips and tricks I will share at the end. So the flow is simple. I'll give a quick rundown of the feature followed by a live demo. Okay, so let's start. Right. So here we'll start with introduction. So let's be honest, like most of our current help centers are like static content. They are text heavy pages, right? I mean, there's like endless scrolling. The user is not able to find anything. Most of our current help centers are like epic novels. Like nobody is able to get to the correct answer, or there is no thrill. I mean, and the answers are like buried in the bottom of the page. Maybe like there are 5, 10 paragraphs in one topic, and answer maybe in the seventh paragraph. User have to scroll to it and get to that particular answer. So the current setup is quite boring. It has basic color schemes. It has no personalization options. It has zero feedback options. So you can see this is how it looks like, right? So now we'll see how the future health centers will be. They will provide an updates at a glance. They will provide reduced scrolling, personalization for each user. We can add widgets option like ratings, feedback, or contextual guidance. So all this leads to a happier user, lower support tickets, and a win-win situation for all. Now you might be wondering, this sounds great, but do we need to invest in fancy platforms like Peligo or MadCap CCMS or Fluid Topics or any expensive CCMS? Like nobody usually gets the budget or financial approval from the uh, from the management, right? So we can do it. We can do it with Flare. We can do it with some coding. So I'll show you how we can do that. So you don't need anything. Yeah. So now you might be thinking that isn't this job of UX designers, architect, or like the branding team to make your help sites look good? Uh, I would say no. After all, it's a part of technical writers. Aren't we just here to write content? You might be thinking like that, but you are 50% correct. Like our main job is to write content. Our main job is to research, interact with SMEs, and find information and write about it. But today, I will tell you, like, our favorite SME is none other than AI. Okay, whether it is Copilot, whether it is Gemini, whether it is ChatGPT, or your company's enterprise model of AI. So with this shift, we need a new mindset, one that asks how can we make our help docs much better, usable, lovable, and fast to consume, as Puneet mentioned. So think about it, like we are all users at the end. Everyone has might have bought something and flipped through instructions to hoping to get quick answers, right? So yeah, let's give users what they want, clear, readable, delightful help docs. Okay. And here's the good news, it's not rocket science, it's just basic CSS, HTML, and JavaScript. So with our new SME, AI, you have got a backup. So let's get started with our first feature. So the first feature is dark mode. So uh, I believe you might have used dark mode now and then, like in your daily life, or if you have not, you might have even tried it in your phones or laptops, right? So I love I mean, so I love the dark mode actually because it provides very much contrasting screen so that like the content is very readable in low light condition. It reduces eye strain and a blue light exposure, especially when reading long documents, and it makes our content more readable and offer personalization options for users. It also complies with WCAG contrast guidelines. Over 70% of developers, engineers, and support consultants, so they also prefer using dark mode. So now in today's world, the screen like we use, even for relaxing, we are glued to our devices like TVs, laptops, mobiles, and they put a lot of eye strain on your eyes. And to fix that, this is a very quick solution. You can use dark mode, and there are multiple other use cases as well. How you can use dark mode in your help centers. You can use it for API documentation. You can use it for SDK guides, CLI manuals, troubleshooting guides, release notes for support team and dev. And it works beautifully on OLED screens, and it helps users with visual sensitivity, boosting accessibility. So let's see how you can implement dark mode in MadCap Flare. Okay. So we have already discussed about like what dark mode is. So we'll start with the demo here. So firstly, I'm creating a new style sheet. So here you can see I'm using some old style sheet that we already get like when you create a new project with Flare. So I'm using that same style sheet, adding some elements like I've added some root element and added some variables with some color codes, and added two classes and provided the variables as a value. So this is my CSS. So pro tip is basically you can also create an HTML. Like if you want the dark mode to be in a button. So now the video is not working. Sorry for this. With the video seems to be not working.
It is working.
Okay, okay, now it is working, I guess. So here, after creating the CSS, we are creating a topic dark mode.html and adding button tag here, adding all the content that you need. And we are adding a script. So here you can see, you can also, I'm adding a button, assigning some ID to that button, adding image and some text to the button. And I'm also adding a JavaScript at the bottom, which will help me toggle to the dark mode, like when I click on it. So you can also use this button in your master pages, or you can use it in your toolbar skin if you are familiar with Flare. You can use it in master pages because you can do it for scalability. Like if you want to have dark mode button to multiple pages, so you can do that as well. So this is what we have done, like CSS and some HTML code. So I believe everyone is familiar with internal text editor. This is the screenshot from that. So Sorry for this. I don't know what is happening. A presentation without a hiccup is not a presentation, I believe. Sorry for the trouble you're going through. So this is how it will look like. You can click on this button to toggle to the dark mode, and you can see the text appears in white color when we change. This is through the CSS that is happening. Now you can also add a button as a toolbar, as I told, like you can add it through toolbar layout, and it you can also use some JavaScript so that you can store this value in your local machine, so that like if you go through multiple topics, it will reflect dark mode there as well. So this is something you can do, and you can it makes this, I mean, it makes it intuitive, clean, and it is built on like CSS and JS. No plugin is needed. You can create your style sheets according to this format. So next on the list is tabbed layout. Tab navigation isn't just another design trend. It's a user-friendly approach to present complex information in small sections, bite-sized sections. It helps reduce cognitive load and eliminates endless scrolling that currently we have in our current help centers. And this is how you can see it will look like in your screens. So example, I would say like, for example, let's say you have a bulky FAQ section, okay, and you have 30 questions in that FAQ section. So instead of presenting all of them in one giant scroll, but you can break them into meaningful categories like basic, advanced, and troubleshooting. So user gets straight to what they need. User doesn't have to read all the 30 questions to get that answer, right? So so tabs are basically perfect for configuration steps, for feature comparisons, for API documentation, for methods like post, get, put. So any content heavy pages where not everything needs to be visible at once, you can implement this approach. And it's all about making your docs digestible, interactive, and less overwhelming for the user. Okay. Now we'll have layout demo. So the approach here is again same. We are using the existing style sheet from Flare. We are adding a button tag for tab. Then we are adding some hover elements, active elements, and then we are adding content class to the CSS. Second, we create a new topic where we will add our content. Here, each button gets a unique ID. You can see here button, tab ID, button 1, button 2. And here we have a div class, which we are using tab content. And we are adding our regular content like p tags, images, anything that you want, right? Then we have a class 2. There we have some more content, but we are naming it ID tab 1 and tab 2. Okay, so this is how we are using it in HTML. Now, this is some JavaScript that I'm using here. The full disclosure is that like it wasn't handcrafted by me. I had a little help from my favorite SME AI. So with the right prompt, a sprinkle of curiosity, I mean, this was provided to me by Copilot. So instead of dropping the script into the topic, previously, like I showed you, like you can add script in the HTML itself. Now, in this approach, what we are doing is we are creating the script here, a new script, but we will add this in our master page. Page. Mm. So here you can see this is my master page. Here we are adding the script at the bottom. You can also use it at the topic level. It is totally up to you, your choice. But if you have multiple topics which are using tab layout, then you can use that approach. So here you can see the demo. So there are two tabs. Currently, the tab one content is being displayed right now by default. When you click on tab two, it will provide you tab two content. Okay, this is weird. I'm so sorry about this. What is happening? There seems to be some technical glitch with videos in Canva, so sorry for the trouble. So here you can see currently we have tab one content, and when you click on tab two, the second tab content is displayed. Okay. So now let's talk about tiles layout. It's an approach that will basically instantly upgrade your user experience. And why do we need that? Why do we need tiles? So tiles are basically like used to organize information into structured and visually engaging blocks. You might have seen something like this mostly in some of the help centers, like getting started, user guide, installation, troubleshooting, these type of menus. And user can just simply click on that and go to that particular section. So tiles basically reduce visual fatigue from long paragraphs. For the first time users, tiles act like chapter markers, you can say. So they offer a dashboard like experience, giving your documentation a modern and interactive feel. So tiles work beautifully on landing pages, as you can see here, uh, where you link different help centers. They are perfect for showcasing feature highlights on onboarding flows. They might you can use it for quick actions such as raise a ticket, download reports, or view change log. So now let's see the demo. So here you can see that we are using the same existing CSS, creating a tile element, adding some p tag, and adding different colors. Here, I'm using a new file tiles.htm and adding the tile container and multiple tiles within it. Okay, so the best part is this. For this, you don't even need JavaScript to add tiles. So this is how you can view the tiles. So primarily you will notice that each tile pops up with different colors and reacts on hover, like there is a different color. And you can make it clickable as well with the help of JavaScript. Like you can click on the tile and you can go to any particular section if you want. So the approach that we saw for the landing page. So here you can see currently the video here is technically used. The bar is only. So this is one way you can use the tiles like in a horizontal way, or you can add it in a vertical approach as well as we saw in that image. So you can use different colors as per your branding. And it's a simple way, but a powerful way to structure your content. Now we'll talk about the next topic, that is pop-up. So you might be thinking like, aren't pop-up just annoying distractions? Actually, they are not. I'll tell you at the end. Pop-ups basically provide a good short information that is required, a time-sensitive information, like a quick alert saying, for example, please complete these pre-installation steps before proceeding. So instead of burying that in the paragraph 3, right, you can put this as a pop-up. So they keep user in flow and it delivers focused information. For example, I would talk about release notes. They are often long, packed with features, fixes, bug fixes, changes, a lot of things. So why don't you use a pop-up on your landing page where you can offer a one-line summary on of the what's new section and with a link to the respective section or respective bugs. Only the users like who are going to need to watch that what's new, they can go there. Otherwise, the users, regular users who are just looking for configuration steps or who are looking for installation instruction doesn't need to know like what is new in this release. So it helps you basically segregate user perspective. Uh, so this is how you can see it will appear on your screen. You can change the orientation, how you want it to be. It improves user experience. It lets readers choose what they want in detail. So it can be used in release notes, installation, user actions. You can even embed videos, glossary, definitions, bringing clarity without breaking user workflow. So you can also think of applications like you install something on your system and you see a pop-up that this is something new. Like whenever there's a pop-up, you might be familiar with Snagit, right? So whenever you install a new version of Snagit, you get to see a pop-up which says that this is new in this release. And usually we close that pop. We don't read about it. But yeah, it provides a great way. Like if you want to read it and if you don't want to read it, you can just simply close it. So it is basically used for different type of users to help. I mean to easily navigate through Help Center. So we'll talk about pop-ups here. So for this, I'm creating a new style sheet, popup.css, adding a pop-up element, pop-up content, and a close button tag in this CSS. Now we are adding some JavaScript so that like whenever you user click on that button, the pop-up appears, and whenever user clicks the close button, it goes away. So we are creating a new topic file here, adding popup.css, linking the style sheet, and adding the button tag here. Uh, we are also adding the button tag here, providing the ID here, then using some script at the end before the body tag, added some content for pop-up in the pop-up content class. So here you can see this is how it will look like. So currently we have a button here, learn more. I mean, I'm approaching it in a different way. You can click, you can use it on landing screen. So pop-up appears. Now this is kind of a pop-up. You can click on close button to close the pop-up. Okay. Sorry about this. Actually, the videos are not working well. I was thinking of presenting it live, but Flare provides more hurdle than presentation, I guess. So here you can see the pop-up. You can click on the close button to close the pop-up, or you can click anywhere outside the uh, pop-up to close the pop-up. Also, you can embed videos, images to pop-ups. You can add note. You can also copy paste content from note. This pop-up, as I said. So you can also use it with some little bit CSS, JavaScript, and you can make it appear with animations. You can trigger it on load so that it works on landing screen and user can basically navigate to that. Okay. So the last one is the code snippets. Most of us have already used codes in our documentation, for example, configuration steps, installation procedure, or like request and response samples for API documentation. And while those snippets work, they often look dull. There is a like lot of language support issues. Like Flare doesn't support all the languages for codes. So why do we need to enhance? That is the main reason. Now I'll show you a way where you can add more than 250 coding languages. It can be done with the help of prism.js. It is a library that comes for free. It's a lightweight, extensible syntax highlighter that supports a wide range of programming language, and you can use it, customize it as per your different themes, as per company branding. You can enhance it for developers, like you can add copy or download button. Okay, so it transforms your boring code to a beautiful code. Here you can see as an example on the right side. So the use cases for this again are the same: API documentation, configuration files, JSON, XML, YAML, command line codes and scripts. So let's go to the demo part here. So I saved this one for the last because it's very simple and easy to implement. So here you can see I'm on this website, prism.js. So what we are going to do is we are going to choose a theme first. You can choose any theme as per your branding styles. You can use dark mode, twilight theme, Koi. So for demo purpose, I've used Koi as a theme. Then you can add some languages like which you want to be supported. Like let's say I'm working on JSON. My developers are working on JSON. So I'll just simply select JSON as a part of this demo. Then I'll also select Ruby. Uh, and I'll select Avro IVDL, and some basic languages are automatically selected. So you can select all as well. It totally depends upon your choice. So now you see that there is a plugin option. For example, you want line numbers. So you can select line numbers. You want a toolbar, you want a copy button on your, you want a download button on your code. So you can use all these plugins. Then simply what you get is you get a download JS option and a download CSS option. You can just simply click on it and it will basically download the JavaScript and CSS file for you. Now you don't even need to be familiar, or you don't even need to use AI, SME AI. So here you can just simply copy paste those files in your resources, create a new topic, link your style sheet, add a pre or code tag where you can add the language option. You can add the code here. You can also use line numbers, download options, and other things. And you can add JavaScript at the bottom. So here you can see the code snippet. You can see a side-by-side comparison. So this is how what we have in Flare looks like for JSON. You get a bare minimum copy option, and the text looks boring with not much colors for the devs. And here you can see this is how it will look like. It is colorful and it has some background theme. You can copy it by clicking the copy button. You can, I mean, devs can also download the code if they want, and they can integrate it with their systems. Uh, so it's very easy. It provides you like easy control. You finally, like with this prism.js, you can get rid of that boring code that you have, and you can use some advanced styles. Okay, so pro tip is basically here you can, to insert this code, you must use Notepad++, otherwise indentation might get messed up. So, okay, so next we'll start with some tips and tricks here. So it's we need to think of rethinking of help. Like we need to move from static pages where we are currently. Today, users expect clarity. They want information at a glance, and they want it to be interactive. So, with simple enhancements, like I just showed, like different features like dark mode, tabs, tiles, pop-ups, you can elevate your documentation. Think of this journey is basically like moving from Doordarshan TV to Netflix and binge watching the same content. So, and you don't need a developer army to do this. I mean, it's just free, prism.js. You just simply click on the tool, I mean, click on the website, select some options, download JS and CSS, and you're good to go. You don't even need to be familiar with coding. So there are many other options you can use, and you don't even need handful of tools. You can just simply get started. So here is one Bollywood uh, joke. You might remember Amar and Prem from Andaz Apna Apna. So they are looking at static documentation and they find it so overwhelming reading all documentation. Now they are blown with new features. So the sky is the limit here. You can add many more things. I mean, these are just few features that I have encountered, and I'm working on few others as well. So whether you are using Flare, you are using RoboHelp, you are using Oxygen, you are using Docs Code, Docusaurus, any other platform that you're using, if it supports CSS, HTML, and JavaScript on your HTML target, you are good to go. So you can use all these features. Even Docs Code also supports this. So you can use this. More tips and tricks. So let's talk about the free stuff here. And trust me, like there is plenty of stuff which you can use. No needing approvals. You don't need any license. You don't need any developers to work on that. You can leverage your favorite SME to clean up your code. That is AI. You can use Copilot, ChatGPT, or like whatever your corporate company allows you to do research. Then you can master the web like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. If you find any issues, you can go to W3 Schools. It is totally free. You can use prism.js library. It is free to use, and you can simply integrate it in your code. And it supports a lot of languages as well. And you can see here, this is how it will look like. So you can get started, you can level up your documentation. I would not say start big all of a sudden. You can start small. You can add some tabs layout for your scroll heavy content sections. You can replace it with a cluttered menu of tiles, or I mean, we can just see like how you can improve UX immediately to bring more clarity. You can make it visually appealing, and you can also make it scalable. You can apply all these styles JavaScripts to your master pages. You can use snippets so that you can make it scalable and it works through all the different topics that you have in your documentation. So this is it from my end. Thank you for your time and patience and curiosity throughout this session. Sorry for the trouble that the videos didn't work. at some places, and I hoped you walked away with something new, something that is doable. And as you saw, implementing these enhancements isn't just rocket science. If I can do it, so can you. And it takes a little bit of creativity. So let's start elevating our documentation. And if you want to stay connected with me, you can scan this QR code and connect me on LinkedIn. Don't hesitate to ping me at any time. Let's make documentation not informative but unforgettable. And that's a wrap for my session. And if you have any questions, we can take it up.
Thank you, Chetan. That was a very insightful and wonderful session. We have quite a few questions.
Okay.
One question we have from Satya. Could you please list which specific Java codes we need for MadCap Flare style sheets in the end?
So you don't need Javas. I mean, you don't need any specific code. You can take help of your AI specific agent. You can use your SME friend AI. Like most of us interact with SMEs, right, on a daily basis. So our new SME is basically AI. It helps you basically get whatever you need. You can just simply talk to them, get answers, and I mean, it can provide you with JavaScript from scratch. You just need the right prompt. You just need uh, a good understanding of what JavaScript is. For that, you can visit W3 schools if you are facing some issue with syntax. But I think most of the work is done by AI. Like I barely made anything from scratch. I mean, I used my AI friend. So there is nothing that you can do. I mean, you can do everything with the help of AI. I mean, I have also used it, so can you as well.
Thank you. Saurav has a question. Can the dark mode be implemented in RoboHelp editor?
Yes, so RoboHelp is also an XML editor. It uses CSS for styling, and it uses HTML for your text editor. And also you can use a little bit of JavaScript as well in RoboHelp. So it works with everything. It works with RoboHelp, it works with Oxygen, it works with Docs as code, the new technologies that we are heading to. Like it works with Docusaurus, it works with any online platform that uses CSS, HTML, and JavaScript.
Thank you. And Gaurav has a question. Content for SEO versus content for LLM. As users move towards a one-click approach to access any content, does MadCap offer any such alternatives?
So MadCap doesn't provide all these options as well that I demoed. MadCap doesn't provide these options, but you can experiment. I mean, and what Gaurav mentioned that using LLM, that it can provide some suggestions and all. There are some plugins that you can use, and for improvementsoft.com, there are some plugins that you can use. But again, they are paid plugins, and they can help you basically integrate AI and LLM models for your Metcalf layer. But again, if your company doesn't allow it, you can use Microsoft Copilot. I think every companies allows it in the browser, and you can also use some enterprise AI if your company allows that. Then you can research about it. You can chat with your SME friend AI, and you can get your all answers there. And you can start implementing. I mean, you just need to think of an approach, gather some content, start interacting with AI, and get things started. Like it will take some time, it will take some effort, but it's a rigorous effort, and you will definitely get results at the end.
Thank you. Um, and Vijay Lakshmi has a question. The tab names can be renamed as we wish, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, that's what I told. I mean, for FAQ sections, like for example, if you have a 30 questions, you can name it like basic, advanced, or I mean, troubleshooting related. So you can segregate it into 10 questions. I mean, if you have 30 questions, so you can rename it. You can rename it to whatever you want.
Can these also be linked or referenced in other related topics?
Yeah, Everything is same. I'm using P tags, everything. What you are using, you can use heading one, heading three, you can use images, notes, you can use videos, you can embed everything. Whatever is there in Flare, you can use everything. All the existing styles that you have, you can use that as well. If you have some custom styles, you can use that as well in that container. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Um, Vrinda has a question. Can pop-ups appear on hover instead of click? Can you control the size and styling of a pop-up?
Yes, as I said, what I would say, like pop-ups can are a great way to provide a quick glance of a summary. Like for example, let's say you go to a landing page of the help center, and for example, there is a pop-up that appears from the right side. You can use some animations. You can use CSS animations, some JavaScript at the end, and let's say the pop-up appears whenever you land on that page. So it shows like what is new in this release for that particular help center, and you can add links to corresponding sections. And it is very user specific. Let's say like I am an old user, I don't need to know what is new there. I just want to go ahead and I just want to read the old configuration steps because I'm facing some issue in my configuration. So I'll simply close that pop-up and get started on my configuration section. If you are a new user and you want to know like what is there in the new release, from the pop-up itself you can provide links, you can embed videos, you can click on it and you can go to the respective sections. So it is totally controllable through some CSS, animations, JavaScript, and you can do it.
Okay. Okay, she has one more question. Can images or tables be shown inside a pop-up?
Sure, yeah, definitely. Anything that works on Flare is visible on pop-up. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Vijay Lakshmi, she has a query. Like I have used some inline scripts in my MadCap Flare projects. These cause CSP header and other such vulnerabilities when the app scan is run. Do you foresee any such issues?
Yeah, so what we are doing is we are not using any inline styles. And everything what we are doing is we are defining it in a different style sheet. And then we are linking that style sheet in HTML. So those problems occur when you're using inline styles in your HTML target. So you just need to make sure that your HTML files are not using any inline CSS. You can create a define a tag, define a class for that CSS in your style sheet, and then use that class over there in HTML. So you don't need that.
Yeah, that's all we had these questions.
Uh, Preeti, just one more question
Yeah.
just came right
Yeah.
now in the end.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Please scroll down.
Yeah, one question on tabs, like only one tab will be active at a time and the reference crosslinks will not work for non-active tabs. How to deal with this?
So tabs layout is basically used for bite-sized information because we just need a little bit of information that to be shown to the customer. Let's say like you have some content on tab 2. Let's say user only wants to read whatever there is in tab 1. They don't want to read on tab 2. So they can simply glance through the tab 1 content and you can provide reference link, you can provide images, videos, whatever content you want it to be. Can add in your help. But again, this thing that you want, like for example, user to go to tab 2 and click on that some link, they have to eventually click on the tab 2 button to showcase the tab 2 content. There is no other way. I mean, like user will have to click on that button and then only that content will appear. Because right now it is hidden and it only appears like when user click on tab 2. Uh, that is how like previous approach is basically the same. Like the content is there in one paragraph. There are like for example, in one topic there are 10 paragraphs, and user is getting overburdened by looking at the text, plain text, images, or maybe some other content drop downs. So user is getting overburdened from the content. You can split that content in tabs so that user can read each section at a time. That is the approach for tabs layout. But there are some limitations, of course, that they can't see the content on tab. You can think wisely like how you want to use it. Like for FAQ section, it is a very good approach. Like for basic, advanced, and for troubleshooting.
Thank you, Chetan. So I think we are done with the questions.
Yeah, Priti, let's wind up this one.
Thank you, Chetan. We had a great session. I think everyone is now very well explored with MadCap Flare tips and tricks, and they can now build modern and user-friendly documentation with MadCap Flare, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript for dark mode, tab layouts, and interactive tiles, style code, and whatever designed demos that you showed. And I think it will help with the help in the long run. And we had a wonderful session. Thank you so much, Chetan. I request all the participants and all our speakers to just